Hey guys! So, it's been a while, huh? You probably wonder where I've been. Well, with the way YouTube has been, with their lovely terms and services, screwing over YouTubers that don't really deserve it, it kind of makes you not very motivated to make any videos. And so I took a break off of YouTube for a little while, and also I had a bit of depression during that time, which I am a lot better now, no need to worry. And also the fact that I was busy with school and I had a seasonal job. And also, when I was walking to school one morning, I got hit by a lovely white van that decided to just drive off even though he hit someone. 2019 was a great year. But all that's in the past now. Because guess what? I'm a lot better than I was, I'm still here and alive, and I'm happy. And I'm ready to get back to YouTube. And so, to start things off with getting back to YouTube, I'm going to start things off simple with a quick movie review of two of basically the most popular films that are out now. Which, the first one being the Joker film, of course, directed by Todd Phillips. And when I saw this film, I thought it was actually pretty good. I had quite low expectations when I saw trailers of this film for the first time when the trailers came out. Mainly because the way DC has been with their films, and also Joaquin Phoenix looking like he was going to be the next Jared Leto of Jokers. So, also the director himself, which is well known for making comedies. Not bad comedies, but just very different from directing and whatnot. And, well, you gotta understand why I wasn't excited to see this film, but when I did see it, I was quite surprised and I was happy. It was a pretty good film. And I think what made it very well done is the fact that it was a standalone film and not connecting to DC Cinematic Universe, because them DC movies are total dog shit. Justice League. But it had more room to be creative with things that might have not worked if it did connect with the cinematic universe. And also, Joaquin Phoenix did a really fantastic job as Arthur Fleck / Joker. And also, Robert De Niro was in it, and I love my Mr. Robert De Niro, and he did a fine job. And also, the rest of the acting was quite solid. I will say, though, with Robert De Niro, it felt like I was watching King of Comedy again, which I'll get back to that in a sec. But everything else about the film, it had a nice color palette and it had nice cinematography. With the things I didn't really like, it was the writing was had a copy of two really great Martin Scorsese films, being Taxi Driver, one of my favorites, and King of Comedy, which I also like. I just kind of wish I had a bit more original writing to it and not just a copy off two really great films. But overall, this film is still pretty good, and I'm quite excited to see what happens in the future with these types of films. Overall, I give the film a 7 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, everyone and their mother and their grandmother has seen this film, and you haven't? Like, come on! Go watch it! Anyways, the other popular film that is out now is the new Martin Scorsese film. See, I'm bringing back Martin Scorsese. Which is The Irishman, and it was really good. A lot better than Joker, even though Joker film was good as well. But, Martin Scorsese is one of my favorite directors, since he has been making films ever since the 70s, and still to this day, he has not lost his touch at all. Usually with fantastic filmmakers that have been making films for a very long time, lose their spark over time. But Scorsese is one of them filmmakers that every film I've seen from him, I enjoyed very much. Two of his films are my favorite, actually, which is Taxi Driver, as I said before, and also The Wolf of Wall Street. So, just like, the lovely Keanu Reeves, Martin Scorsese is a man that can do no wrong. Now, enough me bickering. Back to the film I was talking about. It was really good, with the film being 3 hours and 30 minutes long. I was, for the most part, entertained, wondering where the story was going. All the performances were great, from the best ones being Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. It was nice to see him again in the film, though he was basically retired now. Good old Joe Pesci, the boy. You can tell these guys were really passionate to be in the film, and they did fantastic. They also had the de-aging effects, which I found to be pretty cool, and it looked, real enough. At first it did look a bit iffy, but once you watch more of the film, you kind of get used to it. It was also very well shot, and it had a very interesting story, and had a great theme about things that happen when you age over time. The only complaints I can say I have is one performance I wasn't really convinced with, and I think that there could have been a few scenes shorter, but overall this was a great movie that I recommend you go see. If you're afraid about the length of the film, well, luckily it is on Netflix right now, so you can get back to whenever you feel like it, or there's a way you can watch it like in an episodic way, but I think you'll be fine just watching it fully. I mean, I was. Anyways, go check out this film. I highly recommend it. This film is an 8 out of 10. Well, that's it, guys. That's my quick movie review here. Those are my thoughts of the 2 popular films that everyone's talking about. I know there's other films, but, those are what I consider to be the popular films. But anyways, I'm slowly getting back to YouTube, as I said. I got some ideas going on in my head. I got more quick movie reviews coming up, and also full movie reviews of one of my all-time favorite films. Be excited for that, cause I am excited to do that as well. So, as I said, I got some shit planned, man. So stay tuned for that. My name is Anybox, and I am the Big Gay.